India is now facing a problem of aging. In 2011, 8% of India was over the age of 60. By the year 2040, 16% of India will be over the age of 60. 25% of Tamil Nadu will be over the age of 60. 28% of Kerala will be over age of 60. 16% all India will be over the age of 60. So India has also an aging problem which we have to address. It has implications for social security. It has implications for pension. It has implications for retirement age. And I would request the Honorable Health Minister to address this issue, the long-term implications of an aging population before we become a rich country. We are becoming an aging population before we have become a rich country. So the second problem, which my good friend Mr. Shiva referred to, is the regional distribution of our population. Today, the 6 North Indian states, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Odisha, the broad central Indian, North Indian belt, accounts for roughly 50% of India's population. But by the year 2030, these states will account for 60% of India's population. Population is increasing in the north. Jobs are increasing in the south. So there is naturally migration. And I welcome migration. I want people from the north to migrate to the south. I want people from the south to migrate to the west. I want people from the west to migrate to the east. 1 out of every 3 Indians is a migrant, Mr. Vice Chairman, sir. And we all applaud international remittances, but we don't recognize internal remittances. Almost $7 to $10 billion a year goes from Kerala to Jharkhand, goes from Tamil Nadu to Orissa, goes from Karnataka to Bihar. So internal remittances are very important. However, the issue is what will happen to representation. Because everything in India is based on population. Money from center to state goes on population. Niti Aayog, population. Finance Commission, population. Sir, we should not penalize the early pioneers in family planning. We should not penalize Kerala. We should not penalize Tamil Nadu. We should not penalize Karnataka. We should not penalize Andhra. We should not penalize Maharashtra. We should not penalize Punjab. These were the states that showed the way for India. But these are the states that will have lesser MPs, lesser resources, lesser tax devolution. Now, sir, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, in his enormous wisdom, addressed this issue by postponing it to 2026. So delimitation has been postponed to 2026. But we have to bite the bullet. 2026 is only 4 years from now. So this implications for political representation from the changing regional mix of our population is something that the health minister may want to address. But it is beyond the health minister's purview. This parliament has to debate. Parliament has to debate how not to penalize the South Indian and the West Indian states that have been success stories in family planning. Sir, I want to state categorically that India is a success story in family planning through democratic means at low levels of per capita income. Our family planning started systematically and organizationally in 1967. when Srimati Indira Gandhi, in March of 1967, appointed India's most eminent demographer, Dr. Sitapati Chandrasekhar, who was a member of parliament in this house representing the state of Tamil Nadu. He was the first minister for family planning in India. He had to face tremendous opposition. He came up with the idea of the red inverted triangle. He came up with the idea of hum do, hamare do. He came up with the idea of Nirod and Hindustan latex, which my friend Alphonse knows about. He had to face tremendous political opposition. But Dr. Chandrasekhar, who also was responsible for the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act of 1971, under the leadership of Indira Gandhi, launched India's family planning program. And sir, what is the situation today? Kerala was the first state in India to reach replacement levels of fertility in 1988. Tamil Nadu became the second state in 1993. The undivided state of Andhra Pradesh became the third state in the year 2000. Karnataka followed soon thereafter. And according to the National Family Health Survey 5, which the Health Minister knows and which the Health Minister himself has released, what does the National Family Health Survey 5 reveal? It shows that India as a whole has reached already replacement levels of fertility. There are only 5 states in India. There is Jharkhand, there is Madhya Pradesh, there is Rajasthan, and there is Uttar Pradesh. 4 states. They will reach replacement levels of fertility by the year 2025. The only state that will take longer for reaching replacement levels of fertility is Bihar. But Bihar also will reach replacement levels of fertility by the year 2028. So what does replacement level of fertility mean in simple English? When a country reaches a fertility rate, a total fertility rate of 2.1, it means that after 2 generations, which means roughly 50 years, after 2 generations, population will remain stable or will begin to decline. That is why in the decade beginning 2030, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Telangana will not only face stable population, but will also begin to show declining population. This is the reality of India. Rakesh Sinhaji's bill is based on a completely flawed assumption that India's family planning program has not worked. So, barring the most unfortunate period of the emergency, India's family planning has been based on democratic means, through female literacy, through female education, through provision of family planning services. In fact, Tamil Nadu's success story, which my friend Mr. Tiruchur Shiva referred to, has a long history. They had a chief secretary called T.V. Antony, who is considered to be one of the pioneers of the family planning program. And half jokingly, T.V. Antony used to be called tubectomy, vasectomy Antony. So, Rakesh Sinhaji, today's situation is entirely different. India has succeeded. India has succeeded at low levels of per capita income. And India has succeeded by not following the Chinese model. Correct. China followed in 1979 one-child norm. But today China is implementing 3-child norm. So let us not criticize ourselves for family planning. We have succeeded.